Welcome back to Bronco News Now. I'm Kirk Ornoff with the latest in Bronco sports. A quiet week in Bronco sports finally saw some action Tuesday night as the men's soccer team took on GPAC foe Nebraska Wesleyan. The Broncos won 3-0 as they got a goal from sophomore Nate Polak in the 10th minute, a goal from junior Greg Dodds in the 37th minute, and a final goal from junior AJ Dingledine in the second half. Keeper Cody Petit was required to make only one save on the night. The Broncos improved to 6-2-2 overall and 3-0-1 in the GPAC. The men's soccer team is now in the top spot in the GPAC and will play the University of Sioux Falls Saturday in Hastings. First kick is at 5:30 p.m. The Hastings rodeo team has started their season. Chase Wheeler has more.
The Hastings College rodeo team is preparing for their second rodeo of the year. The team practices in Hastings Fairgrounds. They're working on their roping, their riding, and their tying. Head coach Justin Notes talks about how his team has been doing thus far.
I have a lot of talent. We get better all the time. The kids try hard. It's really fun to watch them improve week to week. I think we're gonna show them. They're definitely gonna know we're there. We're coming into the second rodeo, setting fifth in the women's team, and our team point earners at River Falls, Wisconsin, with Sam Kitka did real well. She scored points in both rounds in the average and the goat tying, and she's a returning participant for the Hastings College rodeo team. So I feel we're going to have a real good year.
The members of the rodeo team have their stables paid for by the college, but when it comes to the food for their stabled animals, they're on their own. Sophomore Sam Kitka has to provide food for her horse and her 2 goats. The rodeo team also has to supply transportation to and from the rodeos. The front part of their trailer is the sleeping quarters for 6 members of the rodeo team. And with no extra funding for hotels, this is where they stay. This is Chase Wheeler, HC Media.
Practices are held at 4 o'clock daily at the Hastings Fairgrounds. The team encourages people to come out and spectate. After losing to a couple of ranked opponents, the ladies Broncos volleyball team find themselves in unfamiliar territory, but first-year head coach Ron Alexander has faith in his young and inexperienced team. Evan Weberg has more.
Hastings College volleyball team got off to a fast start this season, winning 18 out of 20 games. But since then, they have dropped a pair of games to Doane and Morningside. But things don't look to get easier as they get into the heart of conference play.
I tell you, 1 through 13 are all improved from last year. It's dramatic. Like Dana, some of the teams that finished in the lower half are all much better, and I think we've improved in some ways too.
But more improvement needs to come with experience. The team lost 8 players due to graduation and injury from last year, and only has 3 seniors on the varsity roster this year.
That's a tough thing to replace immediately, and to go 18-3 after that, that's pretty cool. It's just they have to grow up quicker than they normally would.
With 4 teams in the conference currently ranked in the top 25, Coach Alexander still likes his chances.
I think we're more defensive than we have ever been, and we're built for being very competitive in the conference. We just have to prove we're experienced enough to step up against those top teams.
With the women's volleyball team, this has been Evan Weberg, HC Media.
The team is currently 19-4 on the season. They will play Concordia at Lynn Farrell Arena on Saturday, the first of 4 straight home matches for the Broncos. The HC Fall Sports are in the heart of their conference schedules, and a few of the Bronco athletes are stealing the spotlight. The Bronco team had 2 players earn the honors. Junior kicker Ernesto Lucayo was named Special Teams Player of the Week for the 2nd time this season. Ernesto had 2 field goals, including a 52-yarder, and went 4 for 4 in extra points against Dakota Wesleyan. Senior all-purpose back Maurice Mansfield was also honored for his performance Saturday, as he had 233 yards on the ground and 2 scores. Women's soccer team also received Player of the Week honors from goalkeeper Megan Kreifels. Megan stopped all 14 shots against her this week to help the team go 2-0-1. So a very special congratulations to all of those Bronco athletes.
Yeah, it was definitely fun going to the football game this weekend.
Definitely. Homecoming
Nice to have 'em
football
home.
games, great atmosphere to be in.
Yep.
Sounds like the volleyball team is finally starting to hopefully get a grasp on things. I know they were struggling there for a little bit.
Yep, they've got four straight here, so we'll have to see
Well, up after the break, Eric Stice takes a look at the search for a new academic dean, and Hannah Davis will have your last look at the weather. Stay tuned.